Hello, hello, hello. Audio test. Welcome to Let's Game Dev. I am Mark from Reforged Studios. We'll be working on some Slav life stuff today. Hello, hello, hello. Audio test. Welcome to Let's Game Dev. Yeah, the ceiling fan is really killing the audio. We'll be working on some Slav life stuff today. Alrighty, let's get another audio test. Alrighty, sounding good. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Lower this chair a little bit, get comfy, kick back, grab a drink, boys. Disregard all the shite in the background, because my spare room's a mess. Let's open up some infusion. How's it going? How's it going? Who all do we have in the chat today? Up. We're going to go ahead and get into Slav Life Core. This is kind of the hub mod for pretty much everything. It doesn't really have any actual assets in it at all. It's basically just a place for our scripts and our configs. That way we can quickly patch like monetary values in the economy or stuff like that quickly, because the mods, this specific mod's only a few megabytes. It's not really a very large mod. Versus if we had all of the assets in one mod, and that's where all of our our scripts and configs were, and it was like 2-3 gigs, updates would take a lot longer, or quick fixes would take a lot longer, balancing the economy and whatnot. So I was working yesterday, and for those of you guys that were around for my Takistan Life project, you'll know that the shopkeepers, or just any of the merchants, on the server would just drop all their clothes on the ground and would be butt naked. And they kind of just statically stood there with their arms down at the side, and it wasn't all that great looking. So I've gone ahead and, consulted with some other modders in the community and found a way to make that better. Now they shouldn't drop their clothes on the server, and they're animated and can hold weapons. So they essentially just look like an NPC standing there, or just a regular AI character standing there. You can access the shop and all that, and they're just there. They just exist. You can't kill them. They are invincible. So you don't have to worry about players killing off the merchants and nobody being able to get into the shops and get what they need. So that's good. That makes things a little better. They do show damage, kind of, but they are essentially just static characters that just stand there and sell you stuff. This is a placeholder shop. This is from the Soviet Army, from the Takistan mod that I was making. This is not what the Russian, or what the Vostokia police will have. This is just there for testing, because I just needed to get this shop set up. Because once I have one, I can just duplicate them, change their outfits, and change the inventory of the shop. But I am really excited about this. This is a pretty big step in the mod, because I've been struggling with the naked merchants for a long time. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of merchants for the police and a few for the civilians. We'll have a motor pool vendor where you can get your cars, and we'll have a weapons vendor, uniform guy that sells the different hats and weapons and that kind of stuff. We will also have a medical, like an EMS vendor, because we will have EMS in this mod. They're gonna play on the police faction, so it's kind of like not really the police faction, it's more of the emergency services. And we'll be using Ace Medical for the EMS stuff. So if you are a civilian and you wreck your car, or you are doing activities you shouldn't, and you get shot by another civilian, you'll call EMS, and they will show up in one of these little Lada ambulances that I made. And these are pretty cool. I need to figure out what's going on with the sound file for the siren. I basically have to re-import the sound file every time, but they do have rotator lights, and they do, as you can see in that building over there, they do cast blue light. It's not super visible during the day, but you can see the little light bulb in there lit up. But yeah, these things are pretty cool. You can put 2 patients in the rear. The animation is a little funky because it uses the Humvee animations, so the Humvee ambulance, and I think the get out location, yeah, is not ideal. So that's going to need to be worked on at some point. See the left one just as bad. Yeah. So the actual patient locations need to be fixed, and there's 2 cots in there for patients to lay on. We'll throw some civilians in there real quick. Yeah, so this is a repurpose of the Takistan's framework that I made. So there are Middle Eastern assets that I'll have to cut out. But as you can see, you can have 2 EMS operators, and then you got Invisible Leg Boy, and then you got your 2 patients that lay in the back of the Lada. And that way, if they need to be brought back to like a point, like a medical tent where like just being in it heals you, if that's quicker, or if they just need to be like say there's some kind of scenario where like a SWAT type event happens, and the EMS need to get in, grab some injured cops, drive them down the block, then heal them, that's an option. I'll be adding the component to this that the regular ambulances have, that when you're inside them, you just naturally heal. That's a vanilla feature, I do believe. So we'll get on that. So I guess we will just get to rocking. Turn up the music just a tad bit. And we'll get running. Alrighty. And chat is up. I can see you on this monitor. I'll be working on this monitor over here. So I'm going to be looking to the side. But chat's up. If you want to ask questions, give your input, or just have a conversation, feel free to hit up that chat. Okay. So we're going to look for the Adams shock component. There it is. Real quick, actually, what I want to do is I want to get rid of all the Middle Eastern characters. Because none of these are necessary. Genius. Wrong mod. Wrong mod, guys. Civilian. Yeah. So I can basically just delete. And that gets rid of that. I think we will need to get rid of ND4 as well. Stoke Police. I'll locate this prefab. Go into the loadout manager. I'm gonna throw police uniform on him. Throw a hat on him. And I have 3 different hats that are all kind of at a different angle. So I think by default, we'll just give them straight up and down, or I can make it randomized. That is possible. I don't think I want to do that extra work. I'll just throw the different hats in the shop, and if people want what's going on, man? What's going on, JB? If people want the tilted hats, they can wear them. The reason I did the tilted hats is if you look at a lot of like pictures of Russian militia or police in the in like the 80s and 90s, they are all ate the fuck up. Their uniforms look like shit. Their hats are all crooked. Like, I don't know if it's it's a police culture thing, like how our military likes to tilt their caps, or like the World War II pilots always wearing their peak caps crooked. I'm sure it has like a degree of that, but also their police were just ate the fuck up. in the late Soviet, post-Soviet era, and so I went ahead and kind of emulated that. So we've got, you just threw your hat on, you didn't really care. You got, one guy was just in a hurry. The other guy, he just really doesn't give a fuck how he looks. He just threw that bitch on and went to work. He's probably half fucking drunk on vodka. And then we got the standard hat that's straight. So we will leave that. I should go back to Fallout. Yeah. Email Bohemia and ask them to allow Fallout again. That's not up to me, big dog. Sorry. It is just not something that Bohemia allows. I'll make this big. That's too damn big. But yeah, I'd love to go back to Fallout. I put tons of hours into the Fallout mod, and it's a real shame that it got taken down. Not really looking to get into that whole fucking mess. We've chatted about it on this stream before. It was fun. It was a learning experience. I learned a lot of new skills. Before I started the Fallout project, I'd never touched... Well, I can't say that. I did some real basic Arma mods back on Arma 2. I did like some reskins of vehicles. Nothing major. And then I modded some Halo 1. And when I say modded, I mean like I stretched out an assault rifle with the Halo tools for the custom edition. I didn't really like make anything new. So Reforger and with what started as the Sunburst project was my first real like creative endeavor into modding. And I started with no knowledge. I had very mild 3D software skills because I have a printer, but I never made models. I always just pulled shit off of Thingiverse, threw them in Cura, and slapped them on the printer. So Fallout was, it was a big part of this small part of my life. As far as like my gaming hobby goes, Fallout was, it was kind of the center of it for a long time. I'm still involved in Fallout. I'm a Bethesda brand ambassador. I do stuff on 76. I've got social medias that revolve around 76. I'm not super active with them anymore, but they're there. Like, I got a Pip-Boy here on my desk. I got the brand new Pip-Boy. It's in the other room. I got a fucking decal on my Xbox here from Fallout. So Fallout is a big part of just Bethesda games in general, or a big part of my interest in gaming. I kind of got the triangle of interests right now with like Arma, Fallout, and Skyrim, and Elder Scrolls. Got the old Dragon Priest mask over here to my side. But yeah, it's just a real shame. Yeah, hard to redesign the Fallout stuff. So I know, kind of off topic of the game development right here, but I know some of the Fallout communities, or the communities that used to be Fallout and that were, forced into swapping over to whatever the hell they are now, they kind of have, like, they had this idea of, like, Dollar General brand Fallout, redesigning it just enough for only having so much content from Fallout, and then it would be allowed. And there's part of that you can do, and there's part of it that you can't do. So the Dollar General brand to the knockoff brand Fallout, you can do that. I mean, like, look at Galactic Forces mod. That's a Dollar General brand Star Wars. Obviously, it's Star Wars if you're looking through a foggy piece of glass, right? We all know what it is. It's different enough, but it is what it is. I'm not interested in making stuff like that. If I'm going to make Fallout, I want to make Fallout. If I'm going to make Star Wars, I want to make Star Wars. And I love Star Wars too. Not a lot of people know, but I'm an event coordinator for a Star Wars event, like a Star Wars LARP. And hell, I mean, I've got blaster parts for Star Wars guns here on my desk and stuff. So I'm kind of not one for half effort. If I'm going to go all in on a Star Wars project or all in on a Fallout project, I'm going to go all in. And I'm going to do it how I want to do it. And I'm not willing to do the Dollar General brand stuff. And the other side of that is, if it only has, I think, like the 20% of Fallout's content or whatever, they will pimp smack the fuck out of you. If you have, 90% of your mod is your own shit, and then that 10% is you put actual Fallout power armor in your mod, no, you're gonna get backslapped. They don't give a shit how much of your mod has a banned IP in it. If it has any bit of a banned IP, they're gonna take it down. And they're pretty much, once they make a decision, they stick with it. I argued with them for weeks back at the beginning of the Fallout project just to allow it to exist, because it was in the gray at first, and then it got a bunch of attention, and Bohemia was kind of like, nobody really has permission to do this, so y'all guys should stop. And I went to Bethesda, and I got permission. At least at the time, everybody took it as permission. I asked them if I could make a mod on another game using the IP of Fallout, and they said, yeah, as long as you're not selling it, or as long as you're not ripping it from our games, we support fan projects, stuff like that. So that got Bohemia off of my back and off of the other Fallout creators' back, which there wasn't a whole lot at the beginning. So it was really just me and the other guys in my team. And that worked for a long time, and then just a lot of drama. Man, so much drama. There was a lot of like pedophilia shit, ERP shit that started coming out of the community, that it was just hard to keep eyes off of the community. And that's kind of like when you're using somebody else's IP, Microsoft allows it. That's how Halo mod gets away. Halo has permission. Microsoft has a long-standing I don't know what the word for it is. They, for a long time, have allowed you to make Halo-made fan content. I mean, Operation Trebuchet, doesn't feel like it, but that's like a 10-year-old mod now. Uppercut, I work with those guys. It's pretty well established. Microsoft allows it. And that falls under the GCR or some shit, the Microsoft Game Content Usage Rules. It pretty explicitly says, like, Microsoft-owned games, you can do what you want with them. You can't rip from them, you can't sell stuff from them, and there's some, like, small details, but ultimately it says, if you want to make fan-made content, we give you permission. So Bohemia is taking that and let the modders run with it. So Halo is allowed. So I work on the Halo team, right? Because then I can go full in on Halo. And I don't have to worry about Bohemia, getting me with the big green weenie again. And it's kosher, it's safe. And I love Halo. So I'm glad to work on Halo. I haven't had the time to really work on my Halo mod lately though. So that's kind of a shame. I need to go work on it. But yeah. I don't remember what I was saying about Fallout. So we'll get back to Slav Life unless y'all have any questions about Fallout. Oh yeah. There was just a lot of attention, right? And then other mod teams had popped up, and You know, some weren't following the rules, some were, some just were ignorant of the rules because they were new to modding, and you know, I broke some rules when I first started too, and it is what it is. It's a learning experience. You know, you don't just become a lawyer overnight, right? You gotta study the law. Just like you don't become a completely clean modder overnight. You may break rules that you don't even know existed. There was some of that going on. People were, you know, buying assets off of sketchy websites and using them, and they thought, well, because I paid for it, I can use it. And sometimes those assets were stolen. There's multiple occasions where stolen assets came up, and I've got a buddy who is a contractor for Bethesda that his content, like stuff he had made for either the Creation Club or for the games themselves, was stolen a couple times by some of these groups. And, you know, he was patient for a long time until eventually you kind of get tired of your shit getting stolen. Is it louder? Okay, let me turn that down. Alright, let me know how that is when it takes effect. There's a bit of a delay. But yeah, you know, that the guy, he got tired of his shit getting stolen, and you know, you can only have calm conversations about the same topic over and over and over and over again until you get fucking tired of it, man. And he started looking into people, and he found a lot of, you know, what could be innocent mistakes, which could be blatant asset rips or asset theft, and you know, after a while he got fucking tired of it, and it just got the attention of the wrong guy, somebody who could actually do something about it, and he went and reported it all to Bohemia, reported it all to Bethesda, and Bohemia didn't want to take down Fallout. They kind of like, they did everything they could to try to get it to stay. Like a lot of offending mods got taken down before actual Fallout as a whole got taken down. They spoke with me, and I'm sure they spoke with a few other modders in the community, community leaders in the community, and it is a shame. And they were like, guys, like, your half-assed permission was good until now, but now we got Bethesda like looking into things that shouldn't be happening. So we're gonna have to, like, our legal department's gonna have to email their legal department and ask, is it okay that people are using your intellectual property? And of course, me emailing Bethesda and asking for permission is one thing. Another game studio emailing another game studio asking, is your IP allowed on my platform? The legal precedent always has to be no. No. If Bethesda tells Bohemia, yeah, you can host our stuff, that sets legal precedent for Bohemia to steal Bethesda stuff. Not necessarily steal, but use without paying for a license, because licensing is not cheap, especially when it's Fallout, one of the biggest franchises right now. I mean, Fallout is huge at the moment. 76 had a rough start, but is a big game. I think it's constantly in the top 20 on Xbox. I don't know what it is on Steam. Hell, I think it might be in the top 10 on Xbox. It's a big game. It brings in a lot of money. The TV show, like, the biggest fucking media hit other than the Minecraft show, or Minecraft movie, this year, last year, whatever. It's got a huge budget for a sequel coming up. There's just so much money to be made off of the Fallout name that Bethesda's not going to risk legally giving somebody a loophole to use their name for free. They're fine with fans doing it because fans aren't trying to make money. Another company's entire goal is to make money. So the legal precedent always has to be no. And the moment Bohemia sent that email, I was like, it's done. And a week later, Bohemia got back to me, and they were like, yeah, Bethesda said it's a no-go. We can't host their stuff anymore. We're going to be pulling down all of the Fallout mods. They were cool about it. They were like, we're going to make sure that, like, none of this hits strikes on anybody's accounts. It'll all just get pulled down, but if you repost your stuff, it will be a strike on your account. So that's kind of it. I think there's one community right now that's really trying to get actual Fallout mods back. Whether they're doing it the right way or not, I don't know. I don't keep track of those communities anymore. I just do my own thing now. I just don't care. I really don't. I have 2 kids, a job, I work overnight, a girlfriend. Like, I have my own. I have 2 projects that I work on, and I just don't have time to worry about that side of the modding community. It was fun while it lasted. Hell of a community. There were a lot of fucking weirdos. I mean, I was banning people from my community like once or twice a week for talking to minors, dating minors, erotic roleplay in my server, and that shit's fucking weird. Like, some of these dudes need to get the fuck off the internet and go meet a woman or a man, whatever they're into, but they need to get off the fucking internet. Some of these guys will take any attention that they can get, and if that attention is an equally lonely fucking 15, 16-year-old, they don't give a fuck. They want that attention because they don't have it, and that shit was rampant. But the majority of the community was awesome. There was a lot of cool stuff that went down, a lot of cool memories, like a lot of pictures and videos from it. There's a lot of really cool shit on YouTube from not even my community, but just like all the communities that used my work. There's just so much. It was so fun. So fun. But yeah, it's good times. Good times with some bad times. That ended too soon. But ended at the right time, I think. I was starting to get burnt out. I had a big team, and they were all interested in learning how to mod, but none of them were quite there where I could delegate things to. They all had kind of basic skills, like they could start a project and then pass it off to me, or something like that. You got to play on my fault. That's badass. Yeah, that's badass. It was fun. I liked it. That economy I rolled out right there at the end, that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, the population on all the Fallout servers kind of started dipping at that time. But it was really cool. Having to earn your kit, and, you know, if you were scooping up all your faction's resources, you were kind of hurting everybody. That was a really cool feature. What was I doing with this? I need to give homie a Mackie in the Makarov. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. What's your Discord name, JB? Do I know you, or if you want to say it on stream, I don't care. Do I know who you are? Is it hard to do animations on ARMS? ARMS or Arma? I don't know. I don't know how to animate. So there's that. I know animation is something that I struggle to wrap my head around. I can somewhat do procedural animations. You'll at me in Discord. Okay. But I don't know how to, like, actually animate. Arma. Procedurals aren't bad, but actual animations, it's all in Blender. So if you're good with Blender and you have a good understanding of how Blender works, it's fine. I don't know how to do it. I also just haven't tried to sit down and learn. I will have to at some point, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. not something I've messed with. I just like to, I reuse animations, so like I have I have two other variants of the Makarov. One is the integrally suppressed version, which I think is the PB, and then the Stechkin or some shit. It's the long automatic version of the Makarov. I just reused the skeleton and the animations from the vanilla Makarov on those, and it works. Same thing with a lot of my AK rifles. I mean, you can get away with just reusing a lot of vanilla animations. You don't really need to make new ones, unless you're creating something that doesn't have some kind of similar presence already in the game. Then you have to. Okay. Yeah. I know who you are. I know who you is. But my multitasking is obviously awful because we've made so much progress, and we're how far into this? You've been streaming for. Come on, Google Chrome. Yeah, a little over 30 minutes. Oh, shit. Oops. What do I use to make weapons? Blender. I mean, everything goes through Blender. I'll show you Blender. Like this RG6 on the ground here. I've had that gun for a long time, but I just kind of finished it out last night because I was having issues with the animations on it. It's a weird shape, so when the character's holding it, if I used the AK animations, you held the pistol grip right, but then your hand was like in the middle of the barrel. And if you made the front hand line up on the barrel right, then like the pistol grip was like resting on your shoulder and the stock was sticking out of your back. So I ended up having to play around with the AK grenade launcher animations. So then you hold the front of the gun a little lower, but it worked out. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, and that's kind of my thing. Good enough. Just GUNNUF. So I mean, you just bring it into Blender. If it's your first gun you've ever made, scaling and position is going to be kind of hard. But like I threw in one of my AKs, my 47, in here, and then I kind of just line everything up. Like the pistol grip on this is essentially an AK pistol grip. So if I scale this grip on this gun to the same size as the grip on the AK, the rest of it is kind of in relative to scale. And that's it. Like, there's nothing fancy with this gun. It doesn't animate. It doesn't anything. It's just the individual parts that I exported into Arma. And I took one of the vanilla guns. I think it was the VZ, or the FIA assault rifle. And I just play with it. Move the muzzle around, set up the sights, change out the ammunition type, and now it shoots flashbangs, which I'll show you real quick. Which you can see on the ground there, that's the extra ammunition. So you see, I mean, like, he's not holding the stock on his chest, and the hands are ever so slightly wrong, but ultimately it looks pretty good. Like, his wrist clips into the drum a little bit, but it's not bad. His hand's clipping a little bit, but for reusing vanilla animations, they don't get much better than that. And then, like I said, this is just it's a flashbang launcher. And that's what it does to you when you get hit by it. Lowers your weapon, slows your sensitivity down. And the reload is obviously awful, because it's just an AK reload. But I'm using what I can. I think it actually kills if you hit somebody with it a couple times, or at least knocks them out. Let's see what's wrong with him. Seriously injured, but he's improving. And you hit somebody in the head with it, they're done. It kills them. Yeah, that is that. I mean, a lot of this is just kind of figuring out clever solutions. Like my riot shields, they're just flashlights. So you hit the flashlight key and you pull out a riot shield, and they work. They're pretty cool. That's not what I want, I don't think. There for some reason in the car mod. Which I need to touch these up a bit, because I've learned some stuff since I made these. So I can make the flashlight on them work a little better. On the Vant, at least. The Vant does have a light. So just the police shield. I mean, you literally just hold it out in front of you. And like you hit the flashlight key and... Oh, he dropped it. What is... What is the... That's weird. Pick up. That's weird. I don't know what the control for the hotkey for flashlights are anymore. It looks like they've changed it. I can't even go into my settings. Alrighty. Well, if you know if you know the hotkey, yeah, it does block. It blocks bullets. If you know the hotkey for flashlights, you can pull them in and out. I just don't remember them at the moment. Yeah, I hit L and he just dropped it on the ground. So Looks like they have. You're hilarious, dude. Yeah, look at that. You got yourself a timeout. Yeah, I timed you out. You come in here saying gay? I didn't know who you were. I went looked at your profile. Now I know who you are, motherfucker. Alright, I'll remove your timeout. Maybe, if I can figure it out. Yeah. Doesn't look like I can remove your timeout, Ivan. Come in here saying shit like that. Get your ass flipped. So... I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, see, that one came out with L. So I guess I just did something weird with that other shield. But it does have a flashlight feature. We make it nighttime. Which, this flashlight is almost too damn bright. But, let's throw a Soviet in here real quick. And I'll show you that it is indeed bullet resistant. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna shoot at me. No, he's not. But I can take control of him and shoot at me. I don't think I have the right gameplay stuff activated. But, I mean, it makes it kind of hard to see what the hell you're looking at when that flashlight's on. So dual purpose, I guess. Lets you see, kind of fucks with them. Oops. So let's put that guy there. Take control of him. As you can see, it's bullet resistant. Eventually, it will knock out the user. So, it's not a get out of jail free card. But, if, like in this scenario, for the game mode that I'm making, if you're like breaching a house and you've got a guy at the front of the line with the van and whoever's in the house lets off a burst, probably won't kill this guy. He'll probably survive and the guy behind him will shoot the guy. If the guy does get off enough rounds, it'll probably just knock out the shield user, and then the guy behind him can get him. Like, it just gives you kind of a bonus. It's not, I don't think it's going to be OP. And rifles do knock out the shield user faster. So if I come in here with a rifleman, so he'll take a few rounds and then he'll go down. What did we used a little less than half a mag, and can't check his injuries for some reason, so we'll go ahead and, you know, give him the ultimate fix. But it is a bonus. do want to pull this into the prefab editor to see. Oh shit. What is going on? Weird. Yeah, I don't know what tells it which one of these to activate. That's strange. Oh, these allergies, man. Tearing me up. Yeah, weird. Alright. Yeah, so we're working on this guy. Inventory. Place to deposit. It's gonna be police uniform. On a radio. Compass map. Take that from him. Doesn't need an e-tool, and you can have a wallet. I have a Soviet flashlight. We're gonna add 3 PM mags. I don't like the way that flashlight is on his chest, though, so we're going to remove that. No flashlight for you. hospital.
Фиксированную налоговую сумму 5 миллионов рублей в год без дополнительной отчетности. Таким образом, мы дадим стимул к развитию современного, ответственного бизнеса. Причем именно в российской бизнесе. Также обращаю внимание правительства. Нужно в целом поддержать инвестиционную активность, создание новых рабочих мест. Здесь многое зависит и от усилий субъектов федерации. Эпидемия поставила региональные финансы в достаточно сложное положение. Речь не только о возросших расходах на систему здравоохранения, на помощь людям, предприятиям, но и о выпадающих доходах, которые недополучены бюджетными субъектами, в том числе в связи с федеральными решениями по налоговым льготам. В этой связи поручаю правительству оказать дополнительную финансовую помощь.
I know what's wrong.
Еще 100 миллиардов рублей
Alrighty.
плюсом к тем 200 миллиардов, о которых мы уже обсудили. Тем самым компенсирует расходы, связанные с реализацией общенациональных мер борьбы с эпидемией и ее последствиями. При этом прошу внимательно посмотреть на принципы распределения такой поддержки. Не ограничивать, а напротив поощрять регионы, которые активно вкладывают свои ресурсы в проекты развития. Кроме того, в текущем году добавим еще 100 миллиардов рублей на обновление региональной дорожной сети. Направим эти средства в те субъекты, которые работают быстро, строят, ремонтируют дороги качественно и с опережением графика. Для увеличения вложений в транспортную и сетевую инфраструктуру программы опережающей газификации региона, в обновление общественного транспорта, помимо бюджетных средств, необходимы дополнительные ресурсы. Кстати, такие механизмы уже начинают работать. 7 мая на совещании по транспортной отрасли мы приняли решение поддержать планы компании РЖД по инфраструктурному развитию. И вчера это решение приняли. Компания разместила свои бессрочные облигации для привлечения средств в модернизацию железных дорог. В том числе с учетом этого опыта поручаю правительству
Oh, my eye burns, man. Jesus.
широкому использованию инструментов долгосрочного финансирования развития.
Oh.
Это и другие значимые вопросы обсудим уже в июле на заседании Совета по стратегическому развитию. Подчеркну, наши базовые ориентиры остаются неизменными. Нам предстоит уточнить параметры, сроки, приоритеты национальных, погрузить, интегрировать в них меры общенационального плана действий по восстановлению картины. И, конечно, сложить под них необходимые финансовые средства, в том числе уже сейчас в рамках нового бюджетного процесса. Прошу правительства предусмотреть увеличение более эффективных расходов на здравоохранение и образование. А депутаты в ходе работы над будущим федеральным бюджетом проявить солидарность с таким подходом. И что в этой связи считаю важно подчеркнуть. 1 июля состоится голосование по поправкам в Конституцию России. Они вступят в силу, разумеется, я уже об этом много раз говорил, только если граждане принимают решение. Именно воля народа принципиально важна для того, чтобы обеспечить надежные условия для уверенного, динамичного, долгосрочного развития страны на годы и десятилетия вперед. Конечно, новые конституционные положения в случае их принятия зададут и гораздо более высокие требования к эффективности, содержанию всей нашей социальной и экономической политики. К решению задач по повышению качества жизни и благополучия людей. Прошу это учитывать в своей работе и коллег в правительстве, и руководителей органов власти. Уважаемые граждане России, прошедшие месяцы и для нашей страны, и для всех государств стали временем масштабных вызовов и трудных испытаний. Повторю, всем нам было непросто. Но с самого начала, с начала эпидемии, мы сделали свой выбор. Твердо решили, что на первом плане должен быть человек, его жизнь, здоровье, благополучие. Что главное, это беречь людей, а все остальное приложить. В тяжелых условиях эпидемии проявились лучшие качества человека. За это время мы многое переосмыслили, научились более бережному отношению друг к другу и вновь осознали, как важны и необходимы солидарность и доверие, которые помогают
I took the dependency off the list and it's still asking for it.
I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too easily.
There we go. It's because it was trying to open up the workshop version.
I fall in love too easily.
Oh no, I've just been focusing. Tell Tandem I said what's up. Goddamn. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I will be back. And we're back. All right. What do you mean, WB? Weird. Oh. Okay, well, that's right. Let's see if it actually shows up. They look right down there. Deal with all that in a minute. Civilian, Vistokia Emergency Services, good. That's what we wanted to see. Some of these fucking bio descriptions are funny, man. uh, that's fucking funny. Secretly a capitalist. Oh, he's back. Ivan's back and out of his timeout. These are fucking funny. some of those bio descriptions, man. Ivan, have you looked through the bio descriptions that they added? Some of them are fucking funny, man. I just got done setting up the factions. Now I'm about to do the intro and stuff. Fuck, man. Don't add the destruction manager. Oh, fuck. I do not like the destruction, to be honest. Fuck, it thinks he can dodge bullets. That's fucking funny. Ohio, that's fucking gross. Nobody wants to be from Ohio. Okay. Alrighty. So we'll do civilian experience, police experience. Cool, cool. I mean, it makes the game lag so fucking hard. Like, if you drop bombs in the forest and, like, a bunch of trees break, it fucking chugs. And now, like, the nuke that I made and the one that Bacon made, they now are, like, server killers. Because they break so many fucking items all at once. I spelled that right. 'Cause I'm a little stupid. I did not. Oops. There we go. Okay. Let's see. since I'm a dum-dum boy, I'm gonna bring up ChatGPT to do this for me. That's a pretty good one. Not bad. Just throw that in there.
полуденный прибой. Ты помнишь, как мы лазали на пристани с тобой, как дрались за бочонками, как ты гулял с девчонками, а я тебя ждала, любя, у будки портовой. Ждала, ждала. Мальчишка беспризорный, парнишка в доску свой, веселый, задорный, с вихрастой головой, форсил татуировкою, мерял разрез волны и рваную веревкою подвязывал штаны. Прошла пора беспечная, настали дни забот, и вот однажды вечером отчалил пароход. Простились мы без жалобы, махнул ты с верхней палубы. С тех пор тебя я жду, любя, уже который год. Все жду, все жду. Мальчишка беспризорный, с вихрастой головой, звенел твой смех задорный над водной синевой. Форсил татуировкою, мерял разрез волны и рваную веревкою подвязывал штаны. Кино смотрела хронику, подводники в строю, и вдруг среди подводников тебя я узнаю. Стоишь в проходе публика, тобой горда республика, а я тебя зову, любя, и плачу, и смеюсь.
With life as everyday citizens, post-Soviet dystopian, take on our jobs, trade goods, hustle your way through the cold, crumbling economy to earn rubles, spend your hard-earned cash on vehicles, clothing, and whatever else you need to survive. Or stand out. It's a gritty island republic. In this gritty island, emergency services. Survive, serve and protect, and patch up after the island. Patch up the aftermath. As police and medic. Respond to chaos and daily life in dystopia. Chase down criminals and enforce order and save lives on the broken streets of this fragile republic. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Welcome to Vostokya. Vostokya is a small island nation in the Green Sea. Once a Soviet satellite, now an isolated, stuck in time. Though the USSR is gone, the government remains strict, outdated, and clinging to control. People, especially the youth, long for the western feed of freedom. Fashion and black lives thrive, tensions simmer, change feels inevitable. Stokey is caught between the past and the future. You're right in the middle of it. Yeah, I like that. Did you pick? Fuck yeah. Nice to meet you. Should have done that before I had the simulation.
Ах, эти черные глаза меня погубят, их позабыть нигде нельзя. Они горят передо мной. Ах, эти черные глаза, кто вас полюбит, тот потеряет навсегда и сердце, и покой. Очи черные, очи страстные, очи милые,
Hey, Ivan.
и прекрасные, как люблю. Боюсь я вас, знать увидела вас не
That should be better for the audio. Ivan, my boy.
Ах, эти черные глаза.
Alright, I don't know if that caused any interruptions. I accidentally closed YouTube. Let's give Ivan a call. Hello, comrade.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, so on the Vostokia map, only one of the bridges shows up. Like on the paper map. Do you have a way of fixing
Lagging,
that?
man, when you talk.
I'm lagging.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It was even back on Texas, like it didn't want to render all the bridges. I don't know why. They're all good connected to the roads and shit. Maybe
That's
it
weird.
needs to be closer to, yeah. I could technically cut out an image, slap it on it, you know, on the map so it appears. Like that's inherited into.
Yeah. So I just need a picture of the map for the welcome screen. I mean, I can just edit it myself, I guess. I can throw the map, the bridges on in Paint. No, I don't even think all the roads are showing up on the map.
Don't they?
I don't think all the roads are even showing up on the map.
Have you updated to the latest version?
No, I think I'm a version
Yeah.
behind. I'll update here in a second.
Yeah, when I wrote you 2-3 days ago to update,
Yeah.
when I changed
Oh
the
yeah, because
hospital,
that's the bridge
stuff in
area,
front of
right?
hospital, the roads. Yeah, that's where I updated the map as well.
Yeah, let me grab the update and see if it fixes it.
Yeah, I added like some details around map, like stains, petrol, oil stains on the ground and shit like that. Some buildings. We fixed some roads that were fucked. This map was hastily made, like in 10 to 11 days. And finished in 12 days maybe. Like 1 to 2 hours work a day. It's not such a big like deal to make something like this, so it was spontaneous, so I didn't really put that much effort in the beginning to have nice roads. I thought, come, that's something it's gonna be fixed. later on, which I did a couple of days ago.
Steam is giving me fucking problems. What is this shit?
But
There we go. Steam was just fucking up on me, man.
Gabe Newell. Gabe Newell doesn't like you, man.
Yeah, well, like my Steam was like all black, and it said like something
Whoa.
Steam startup error. I don't know. It was weird.
Okay.
I got it. You like my grenade launcher, dude? You watching stream right now?
Yeah, I watched. No, I'm not. But I watched the video on announcement you posted.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's gonna be fucking awful, man. When like if you're playing as a criminal and you're hiding up in a fucking building and they launch in a couple of flashbangs and then come around the corner with a shield. It's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
terrifying. Oh, what is going on, Arma? Damn, taking forever to start. Workshop. Oh, damn. I'm fucking tired, dude.
Same here, dude. Yeah, where have you been the past couple of days? Like, I haven't seen you on at all, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm super busy this month. Like, I got shit going on every weekend.
Really?
Yeah. My plans for today fell through, so that's why I'm not out right now. But I got shit going on tomorrow. Like, there's shit going on every fucking weekend till next month. Alrighty, there's the updated version of the map. Let's bring that back up.
Письмо мне от него. Его когда-то я любила. Теперь письмо спокойное. Прошло так много дней, но вдруг забытый вечер с листков календаря повеял вновь весной. И я пишу тебе, чтоб в годовщину встречи ты мысленно была со мной.
Let's see how your changes look. Loading in right
Oh,
now.
it's not that big of a change, but map maybe. I know I need to check why, like, on every map, like, Some bridges never.
I mean,
really-
the map looks better. It's still kind of missing some roads, though. I mean,
no.
the one bridge that was there is now no longer there, and one of the bridges that wasn't there is now there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like,
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I always had problems with bridges, but I'm not the only one. I saw that on a couple of other maps. I don't know. That's something that has with infusion tools to do. I know maybe it's too high from the ground. Maybe like the row. I don't know, man. Like, what's
I
going
don't
on?
know.
How to fix that?
I said something
really-
I said something about it to Isaac, and he seems to know how to fix it. So you might want to reach out to him.
Yeah. Sure.
He might know how to fix it. Did you fix
I
that
really
super
never
steep part on the bridge that blows you up if you hit it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Of course. Have you seen the hotel by the tunnel?
The one by the tunnel?
The hotel by the tunnel. The
Yeah.
Ocean View Hotel.
Yeah, the Hostanek.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah.
The one pine tree in the water is funny.
Yes. Some random shit.
Вы ждете развлечения, а я вдруг вспомнила любовь свою, да, знаю, ведь должна, но я прошу прощения, я ничего сегодня не спою.
I actually found a way how to expand maps and how to do the shit. Set map without looking for a set map, but to implement this what you build in the map as a set map.
Oh
It's
yeah?
a relatively easy program. Yeah, a guy made a program for it for map makers.
Good shit.
It's still a Python over Python program. You can't do it the vanilla way, like you still have to download, but it's just like a couple of kilobytes and like 5 minutes of not 5, maybe 3-4 minutes of extracting of your mass. Just put it into the folder where that program is. Just double click and wait like 3-4 minutes, and it will generate a set map of the stuff you placed on your map. So you don't have to download and look for the set maps. Just you can for example, draw a line on a map live and just extract it, and it will generate a set map for you with the stuff you already placed on the map. Yeah, I mean the Reforger is getting really good the past couple of months since they launched the PlayStation 4 version. More and more people are doing crazy mods, bro. Like all the Arma 3 modders are coming over and shit. Like the majority of them.
I saw somebody made a mod, and it was just like PlayStation Remover, and it's just an empty mod. And the description's like, if you just want all those fucking griefers out of your game.
Jesus. Well, PS4 players won't appreciate him, I guess. Yeah, like everybody is upping their game, especially there's so much knowledge now about map making, especially what I learned with Like compared to in the 10th month last year when I started to work on Texas, bro, I had like to change the ground textures, to change the clutter of grass, like to have small bushes and shit. That's all I learned on the way. Like, if I knew that back then, I think Texas would be out already, like before the patch hit back then. And the ground texture would be perfect. What I made, like experimenting around.
Oh, that's weird. On the map, the bridge by the port is bugged. It doesn't go where it actually shows it going on the map.
Really? I don't know what's going on. It should just regular remake the set map, paper map like it should be. I don't know why it's causing so much trouble.
Сказать вам правду, но как начать? Пожалуй, лучше не промолчать. Сказать вам сразу, что вас люблю, то нет, нельзя, удаю. Вчера вы рано ушли опять, о, как хотелось мне вас догнать, смело признаться, все сказать. Приходи, мой друг, жду тебя, горячо любя. Приходи, жду тебя, как весной ждут домой улетевших птиц, край чужой. Пусть проходят дни, пусть печаль и тоска бьют гнездо в груди. Все равно я пою, приходи.
I'm going for a smoke and right back.
Не забыть мне русую головку никогда, но боюсь, не шутит ли плутовка, что тогда? Успокой улыбкой дал и лаской нежною согри, чтоб на сердце легче стало и светлей. Не найти милее и краше никогда, если
замри, чтоб на сердце легче стало и светлее. Сердце зарево запало, только это нельзя. Я люблю тебя, сказала навсегда.
Арки чаи распускают розы, арки чаи расцветает миндаль. Снятся твои золотистые косы, снится веселая звонкая даль. Милый, с тобою мы увидимся скоро. Я замечтал над любимым письмом. Пляшут метели в полярных просторах. Северный ветер поет за окном. Арки чаи замутеют пьяны. Снега белее черешен цветы. Снится мне плавень весенний жаркий, снится мне солнце и море, и ты. Помню разлуку, как неясно и зыбко, в ночь голубую вдаль ушли корабли. Разве забуду твою я улыбку? Разве забуду я песни твои? Арки чаи распускаются розы, парки чаи сотни тысяч кусков. Снятся твои золотистые косы, снится мне снег твой весной.
Drop my damn keyboard. Ugh. Let's see how this looks.
Хмуришь брови часто, сердишься все зря. Злость твоя напрасна, я ж люблю тебя. Ты возьми, Маша, крепче обними. Жизнь прекрасна наша, солнечные дни. Улыбнись, Маша, ласково взгляни. Жизнь чудесна наша, солнечные дни. Солнце нам сияет, нам цветет сирень. В роще распевают пташки целый день. Брось сердиться, Маша, лучше обними. Жизнь прекрасна наша, солнечные дни. Улыбнись, Маша, ласково взгляни. Жизнь чудесна наша, солнечные дни. Мне с тобой вместе у нас одни пути. И в труде, и в песне, и в любви, и улыбнись, Маша, песню громче спой. Мы на радость, Маша, встретились с тобой. Мы на радость, Маша, встретились с тобой.
Как то вечерком с милой шли вдвоем, а фонарики горели, и при виде их на момент прийти, и сердца наши замляли. Люди в масках в разных красках дружно начали плясать. Был я очень рад ночку всю подряд веселиться, танцевать. Моя Марусечка, танцуют все кругом, моя Марусечка, попляшем мы с тобой, моя Марусечка, повсюду кружится, и как приятно, хорошо мне танцевать с тобой одну, моя Марусечка, моя ты, куколка, моя Марусечка, моя ты, душенька, моя Марусечка, а жить так хочется, я ведь прошу тебя, молю, будь моей.
Yo, I'm back.
Yo.
What's up? All good?
Yeah. I got the start screen done. I've got the spawn points done.
On point. On point.
Pop open the stream.
Моя Марусечка, танцуют все кругом, моя Марусечка, попляшем мы с тобой, моя Марусечка, а все так кружится, и как приятно, хорошо мне танцевать с тобой одну, моя
No, you're gonna time me out again. Fuck you.
Ластовка моя морозочка, моя ты, душенька моя морозочка, а жить как хочется, я ведь прошу тебя, молю, будь моей женой.
Yeah, I need to check out why not all bridges appear on the map.
Так много ласковых имен, но лишь одна из них унося поклон. Глядя на когда ее совсем не ждешь.
That's wild that you can stack flashbangs.
Сразу станет удивительно хорош.
It makes it so bad, lasts for so long.
Did you make these the effect on your own?
No, this is Bacon's flashbang.
Oh, okay.
Так хорошо на свете жить. Сердце, как хорошо, что ты
I
такой.
need to fix the hat.
Спасибо, сердце, что ты умеешь.
Jesus.
Сердце, как хорошо, что ты такое. Спасибо, сердце, что ты умеешь так любить.
Yo, send me those music files for me to edit it to have a radio sound.
Yeah, I'll get to you. I'll get them to you.
How much songs do you have?
I only have 4. And they're like the Euro disco shit that I made.
Okay. Is it like what you made or something?
Yeah, it's shit that I made.
Is it AI generated, I guess?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to hear some.
Check this shit out, dude.
There's a minute and a half, I feel, like a minute delay
Yeah.
between each stream and you talking. Yeah.
Then you'll see it. Oh, it didn't fucking work. That's weird. Anyway, I have parking signs that you can store vehicles at.
I need to recolor more of these parking lots. I like the green reddish color of the parking lots I did. It kinda fits the vibes, it's not only one color everywhere. I did it on my map, on the new map I'm making with a lot of apartments. Change the color in blue, red, green.
Oh, like you recolored the apartments?
Yeah, dude.
They all look the same
I mean,
to
on
me.
well, I can,
Oh, well,
I
yeah.
can. Yeah, there's a yellow one on the northern part of that city.
Yeah, I see it.
And a couple of these garages put like red and stuff. I did a lot of custom texturing on my new map I'm making.
Oh, I wonder if I already have 2 cars stored in here. That's why it's not letting me put one in.
Потому что без воды и нет туды, и нет суды.
Yeah, there's a fucking helicopter.
Отдыхаем воду пьем, заседаем воду пьем.
I think that map might be too small for a helicopter.
Ходит без воды
Yeah, this was just me testing.
и нет туды, не суды.
Maybe the bigger map I'm making, maybe that one would have a lot of airspace. It's like bigger than ever on terrain-wise.
Даже мухи без воды и нет туды, и не суды. Горе надо утопить, радость надо размочить. В каждом деле без воды и нет туды, и не суды. Ни побриться, ни попить, ни помыться, ни поплыть. Человеку без воды и не туды, и не суды. Нет, товарищи не зря. Есть и реки, и моря. Потому что без воды и нет туды, и не суды.
Развивайся, чубчик по ветру. Раньше чубчик я тебя любила, а теперь забыть я не могу. Раньше чубчик я тебя любила, а теперь забыть я не могу. Бывало, шапку оденешь на затылок, пойдешь гулять ты днем или вечерком, из-под шавапки чубчик так и вьется, эх, и так и вьется, вьется по ветру. Из-под шавапки чубчик так и вьется, эх, и так и вьется, вьется по ветру. Пройдет зима, настанет лето, в саду деревья пышно расцветут, а мне тебе зовут за мальчуки, эх, цепями ручки носится. А мне
Oh, yeah, that bridge by the little cafe is a lot nicer to turn left at now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, watching stream. You're right now there. Yeah, I just have to slow down because there's a slight like it's not flat, you know.
Yeah. I almost fucking died. You know what you know about that fucking Lada, Adidas Lada, man.
Holy shit,
Yeah, almost off the fucking edge.
bro! Chill, dude. Slow down, bro.
They're too damn
South
fast.
America, dude.
I need to slow them
South
down. I need
America,
to slow
bro.
these cars down. They're too
Yeah,
fucking
definitely
fast.
for this map, definitely, dude. They just need to go like 50, maybe. Like 30 miles per hour, if I'm not wrong, would be something okay-ish.
30's way too slow, bro. That's like neighborhood speeds. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna put the stream on internet. I'll be back in a minute, Ivan.
Alright. I'm back.
I just noticed this perceived faction changed hint up here. That's pretty cool. That's new. Friendly players will not be punished when killing you if you are disguised as a hostile faction. That's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Alright, well now basically we're on to making the shops. And then once I got shops made, on to making jobs. Finally have a reason to finish my PP19. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and be right back.
Родная, долгожданная, хорошая моя, нас с тобой не тронет осень, милый мой дружок. В чистом сердце каждый носит верности зарок. Потому всегда в цветении наш весенний сад первым робким откровеньем пусть слова звучат. И жизнь моя, судьба моя, любимая, желанная, родная, долгожданная, хорошая моя. Вновь сирени запах юный опьяняет нас, словно этот вечер лунный видим первый раз. Снова радость и надежда входят в жизнь мою, и о юности, как прежде, я тебе пою. Ты жизнь моя, судьба моя, любимая, желанная, родная, долгожданная, хорошая моя. Родная, долгожданная, хорошая моя.
И все поют, танцуя, ха-ча-ча. Мотив приятный, очень ха-ча-ча. И вот маэстро вам на скрипке играет и поет, а старичок сквозь зубы торит и ручки дамы жмет, но веселей танцуйте, ха-ча-ча. Так отпевайте дружно, ха-ча-ча. И пусть вас танцы не смущает носик, губки, глазки, зубки, веселей танцуйте, ха-ча-ча, да.
Alrighty, I am back. Probably gonna finish out this gun, and then that'll be it for today.
И вот маэстро вам на скрипке играет. Зачем навек ушли вы от меня? Ведь знаю я, что вы меня любили, но вы ушли. Скажите, почему?
Pretty much it.
Скажите, почему нас с вами разлучили? Зачем навек ушли вы от меня? Ведь знаю я, что вы меня любили, но вы ушли. Скажите, почему?
Alrighty, that's where I'm gonna call it. Thank you for tuning in.